If you're retaking the CFP board exam, great news. You already have a huge advantage. You know what it feels like. And if your first study strategy was mostly caffeine, YouTube, and a prayer, you're not alone. That's more common than you would think. But this time around, let's build a study strategy that won't burn you out or make you hate personal finance.
We've taken our education courses. Some of us may have years of experiences, but we don't realize the detail and the depth that the CFP board requires us to know on exam day in order to be successful.
It's important to give yourself plenty of time to prepare for this exam. It is not something you want to cram for. So if you find yourself retaking it, be sure to set some realistic goals. I always recommend focusing in on those weaker areas first. So the areas that you didn't pass on the exam, work on fine-tuning those while keeping the strong areas strong.
One of the best things that we see people doing on a successful retake is simply going back and evaluating what happened the first time around, what was successful and what wasn't.
Set a pace that is sustainable, one that fits your life without making you miserable. This is where a structured program can really help. Dalton, for example, gives you a full study calendar, topic-specific practice, and live review classes where you can ask, wait, can you go over that again? Type of questions without feeling behind or any sense of shame.
I think it's okay to take a couple of weeks to just rest your brain, be angry, be emotional, think about what potentially did happen, perform the autopsy of your study schedule, of your study routine, look at your diagnostic report, and really start to reflect on how next time it's going to be different.
One of the first places that I point people to is the Q Bank, the set of study questions that's in the Dalton review. There's so much content. The breadth and depth there is immensely valuable. And you get immediate feedback on questions that you're answering. So you know what's right, you know what's wrong, you can read the explanation. It will help you continually raise your knowledge base.
And most importantly, remember, this time you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience.